Hey, what's going on, party people? So I want to go over a thought that just kind of occurred is I feel that there is three, and I did a post about this on our Macro Missionary Facebook page earlier, but three elements to successful nutrition, okay? And I found that a lot of people gravitate just to one of those elements, and I feel like the whole nutrition industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry because people gravitate to this one thing while they ignore the two-thirds. Okay, so let's just dive right in. All right, first would be the technical side of nutrition. Okay, nutrition is absolutely a science. Okay, there is a technical side without a doubt. Okay, that's what I handle at Macro Missionary. I handle the nerdy, sciencey, numbers crunching and all that stuff side of nutrition. And that's what tends for people, particularly like contest prep type people, they really love that technical part. It's like, oh, what kind of carb cycle can I be doing? Final week, sodium manipulation, all this stuff. People love the technical side of things. And that tends to be what sells. You know, is hey, that's what sells. This magic pill, or not even magic, but this supplement, that supplement. People really gravitate to that technical. But that's 1/3 of nutrition. And frankly, even a technically flawed nutrition program followed flawlessly will probably still work if the other two things are in order. Okay, so for example, is keto optimal for bodybuilding? Maybe not with the masses. Can it be optimal for one person that follows it flawlessly? Absolutely. I'm sure there's plenty of champions out there who do that methodology. I mean, you have a million different diets. So if you follow something technically flawlessly, it will probably still work if the other 2/3 are in order. What are the other 2/3? Well, the other one is emotional, okay? And this is where I see particularly dudes tend to ignore the most, but the emotional side of eating, okay? Like post-show, I can make all the excuses in the world, get back to that technical part, which is what I did. You know, I'm eating like a 3-year-old idiot after the show, okay? Because that tends to be what we do. And I'm justifying it technically, being, oh, well, my leptin and my hormones, and I have to put fat on, and yeah, there's some small truths to a lot of that. But the bottom line is emotionally, you're probably doing some emotional eating, and that's not bad. People think emotional eating is, oh my gosh, my wife just left me, I'm gonna go slam a pizza or whatever. Could be positive. Emotional things happen, like, hey, we're celebrating, beers on me, shots around the house, whatever it might be, okay? But in your day-to-day, do you ever find that you're a little bit more hungry when you have a rough day? Emotional. You ever find that you overeat when you've had a great day? Emotional, okay? So there's the emotional side, and failing to look at that, okay, and acknowledge that emotional side, you could be holding yourself back. I mean, I put so much research into this that at Macro Missionary, we hired 2 emotional wellness counselors. These people have like master's degrees and whatnot, and all they do is just listen to people's problems, really, and help themselves work their way through. That's how important the emotional side is. It's probably higher than 1/3. It really is. But the emotional side, okay? So are you driving into the deep nitty gritty as far as what is causing perhaps overeating, what's causing you to go off diet, what's causing you to go from this fad diet to that fad diet? It's emotional. You've got to come to terms with that, all right? The third ties into the emotional, okay? So we have technical, emotional. The third is humility. Look, if you're a full-time dentist, not to say you can't know a lot about nutrition or whatever, but if that's not your profession, that's not what you do 24/7, it seems like everyone seems to think that they're like a nutrition guru and a nutrition expert. And I don't know, you just don't see that in other realms. You don't see that in other fields. I don't go to the dentist and tell him how to do his job, or hey, you want to extract that tooth this way? I read a book once, or I know a guy that did this, that pulled his own teeth out, or whatever. Okay, but everyone seems to want to have this ego in that they know and their nutritional method is the greatest and the best. So humility. I mean, I've been doing this 22 plus years, all the certification. I'm still learning. I humble myself all the time to people that I can learn from in this field. So it starts with, hey, having the humility saying, hey, I know a little bit about nutrition, but I got to ask for help. I need some help in this realm. Putting the ego aside. Okay, my gosh, even with the nutritional knowledge and data that I acquired over 22 years, I needed a coach my last 6 weeks of prep, probably more on the emotional side, but maybe a little bit on the technical side as well. I'll admit that, 1,000%. All right, so hopefully this gets you to kind of think introspectively. Hey, if you're not being as successful as you want to be on your nutrition program, what area maybe are you neglecting? Are you neglecting the humility to just, hey, ask for help? Are you neglecting the emotional part? Or is it truly technical? Is it something like, man, you just don't know what to do or something technically going on, okay? So, hey, if you'd like to learn more about Macro Missionary or about what we do have emotional wellness counselors on staff. Of course, we have the technical dorks, nerds like me, okay, that will do all that. And if you're willing to be humble and ask for help, we are absolutely here. We'd love to help you out. So rock on. Hope you have an awesome Wednesday on into the weekend, Olympia weekend. So rock on. Have a good one.